Hey guys, it's Susie. I thought I would do a tutorial for you guys. I know it's been a while. But I've been wanting to do this look for a while for you guys. I've been doing this makeup on myself and it's pretty much been my go-to look for really any occasion. I like to just like throw this makeup on for the day and it'll kind of take me from one occasion to the next with a change of a lip or adding different eyeshadows here and there. I'm going to show you guys how I use different products multiple ways to get the most out of, just a quick look. And granted, it looks a little bit full coverage, it looks extra, whatever, but there are some steps in here that do cut some time in half. So if you guys want to see how I do this makeup, if you want to see what I've been using lately and what I've been loving and how I've been using the products, then keep watching. This has just pretty much been my go-to look for a while, and I've since added lashes to this and it's like so much better. So I'm gonna explain like why I use what I use and go from there. Alright, this is one heck of a Blot by Soap & Glory. I love this stuff. It's really good if you are having to re-moisturize your skin because it does have like a nourishing texture to it. I really like it. I do have an eyeshadow palette in this area. I just have my Visart one, but I'm probably not going to use it today because honestly, like, I just don't use it. Alright, for my foundation, I'm using the Loreal Pro Glo in 209. This is like my summer shade and it's finally like my shade now. I was on a friend's yacht and definitely got tan there. So bridal season is keeping me really busy. It's kind of crazy because the month of May, I mean every single weekend I had an appointment. This week I only had one wedding, thankfully, but I did have like a random appointment throughout the week. The nice thing about that is I had some time to do my nephew's graduation, who just turned 18, my little sister's graduation from 8th grade. I look a little tan, but it matches my hands better than if I went lighter. My sister, I was wearing this foundation and my sister thought I was wearing Hourglass. I was like, what? So I'm taking the color medium with I always want to say Tarte Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape. Oopsie. Well, okay, it's gonna go there. I'll throw a little bit under here. I'll do these first just so they don't get a ton of concealer on them. If you ever find like I did a little too much concealer, just take the butt of it and just kind of blend it away. I'm going to put a little bit on my eyelids, not a ton because I don't want it to crease. I'm using my favorite powder. This is the Fit Me powder from Maybelline. This is in the color light medium 20. It is quite light in comparison to the other ones, but the undertone is ideal for me because it doesn't, the other ones have like more of a neutral undertone. This was more like peachy, beigey, yellowy. Just looks better. So I like to put that underneath the nose and then like, or underneath the eyes and then like press the hell out of it into the nose. I am very oily still. That has not changed. So putting that underneath the eyes and like this area will help like from getting it super oily. And then I like to just set a little bit on the eyes. I don't bake with this stuff. I don't bake almost ever. I don't really know an instance where baking makes sense for me, honestly, except maybe cleaning up here, but even so, sometimes when you bake under there, it looks too white, and then it looks like your skin isn't matched. I'll take whatever's left in the cap with the fluffy brush, and I'll just kind of buff it into the perimeters of my face, just to set everything down. And the other thing too is it's going to make it nice and smooth so that when you apply a powder bronzer, it won't look crazy and smudgy, it won't get blotchy or anything like that. Alright, I'm going to take this guy. This is amazing. I had to actually go and buy a second one. It's from MAC. It's limited edition and it was in their sale section. I also spent a lot of time these past few months like decluttering my kit and just making it just smart and using better products into it, and it's just been really fun like decanting things and everything. So I've been busy doing that. It feels like every day there's something to reorganize. Alright, I'm going to talk about contouring because I've seen so many videos of curls just going in with like brush like this and going like here with their contouring. Let's just talk about this technique. I have to say this is the right one. So you want to kind of hit the top of the cheekbones and kind of create a shape because you're trying to lift the cheekbone, you're not trying to drag it down. When you take a fluffier brush like this and you kind of go in like this into the hollow, which is down here. You're bringing your cheekbone down, and you're making your face almost look like saggy. So you kind of go where the actual cheekbone is and like lift. And you're almost like shading and cutting it upwards. But this particular powder is good for contouring, so I only use that for contouring specifically. I make sure to get really tight into the hairline, get it all up in my hair. I take a little bit also in the perimeter just so it makes sense, because if it's just here and not like all the way around, it looks a little weird. If you feel like you went down a little bit too much, just take your beauty blender and just kind of use it to cut it up. Then I'll take my NYX bronzer. This is the matte formula, and this is in the color medium. And I'll just take a little bit with a fluffy brush and almost like coat it, like lightly. This is more of a bronzer. No, it's not like precise. It's not precise or anything. Sometimes I use that as my crease color every once in a while. Actually, let's do that today, just cause. Not precise at all. I use the same blush I always use from e.l.f. I've been tapping into like this one every once in a while and this one, but honestly that peachy tone is all I ever use. I'll just put a little bit. I'm going to fill in my brows with this brow pencil. This is from MAC. I believe it's Spikes one. I swear it never dies. Never. So I've been using this just because it's quicker. I try not to fill it in super full. I just kind of fill in like sparse areas. A lot of the sparse like areas for my brows on the top of the brow, just because, you know, the hairs are thinner when it tapers off in the top. Because I'm using false lashes today, I don't want them to be completely curly because it's trickier to kind of mesh them into your real ones if they're too curly. At night, I really hate taking off my mascara. I usually use waterproof mascara almost 99% of the time. But this particular mascara, I found a reason to love it finally. And it's the Extended Play Gigablack Lash Mascara. And it's from MAC. And it's a tubing mascara. So the way that works is it pretty much coats the lashes, and when you remove it, you can literally just do one of these and it'll come out in like little chunks with warm water. So be careful when you're crying because it can do that. So anyways, I'll use this if I'm using falsies because, you know, the mascara doesn't have to be perfect, but it's easy to clean up. But I'll use my L'Oreal Lash Paradise if I'm not using falsies because that mascara is just so good. I'm using this Maybelline highlighter. It's actually an eyeshadow. It's called the Glo Down. It's an eyeshadow. So it's teeny, it's convenient, it's perfect, and I really love it. So I'm going to use this guy as my highlighter. I like to drag it a little bit into my cheeks, onto my brows and above here. Take your fluffy brush and just kind of blend it, almost like buffing it in, so you can kind of not tell where it starts and ends. And then you can add a little bit more to the areas that you want it to be a little bit more beaming, like right on the tops. And then I'm taking my finger, doing that on the tip of my nose because it's so cute. You can also put this on your inner corner. I like doing that. For the most part, I will. I like to use the products that I use on my face, on my eyes, so that it just like looks more cohesive. Now I'm going to add my brow gel. This is the Make Me Brow by Essence, and it's in the color, there's like only a few colors, but this is Brownie Brows, number 2. It's a good brow gel, I really like it. Another good brow gel that I love is the one from Maybelline, the Brow Precise. This one's just a little bit more fibrous, and it gives you more body to the brow. Like, so it gives you more of a thicker brow, like a more textured brow. And it's really interesting, even when you like remove it with like a makeup wipe, like there's chunks of brow coming out. Not your brow, but like the product. kind of overdid it with the front, so let me brush that off. Oh my god, yeah. Another way I've been kind of like using multiple, like getting multiple uses out of my products is with my brow pencil. I actually have been using this to line my eyes. What I do is I'll kind of like just literally go like this and just like pull outwards to make like a little really soft wing, and then I'll literally just drag this onto the lash line. It's gonna help my lashes kind of like adhere almost to something, so it's not completely reliant on me to get it like so close to the lash line, but it does give me like a little bit of lift too. And this texture is really nice too for the eyeliner. It's not super creamy, so that you can like drag it. It's not going to give you mistakes right away. So again, I just kind of pull from the side and just pull out and then connect it. It's just easier to do with a more waxy pencil like this as opposed to a creamy eyeliner. Those I just feel like you'll mess up really easily. You have to wipe away a lot. And these like are not. I'm gonna drag a little bit of this underneath. Oh, and then I actually use this for my beauty mark. Alright, now I'm using these lashes. These are some cheapy, like demi wispy lashes. What I have done though is I trimmed like the edges of them so that they taper better. They're really like all uniform, the same length, and I just kind of tapered them so that they're a little bit choppier. I also took a bunch out of the end so that it actually starts like closer to here as opposed to in here. I don't like my lashes far in. I find them really uncomfortable. They usually lift, and they just don't look right with my eye shape. This is a Kiss Lash Glue. It's the like made with aloe. There's a girl like doing this in the picture. This glue dries really fast, which is a good thing because you don't have to like mess up so often. My husband didn't even know I was wearing falsies when I wore these the first time. He's like, I like ripped them off. He's like, whoa, those are falsies? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I did not know that. I was like, yeah, they just look so natural against the lash line, and especially if you can get them really tight, they taper off really nicely. Alright, now that those are on, I'm going to put my bottom mascara. Alright, when you're pushing these up, you might notice that you have like a weird gap on the like upper tight line. I personally don't like to see that. And I find that when you fill it with a black liner, it just looks more like a thicker lash. So I'm going to take some black eyeliner. This is Smolder by MAC. It's not my favorite in terms of transferring. I actually really love the NYX ones, but they're the faux black ones. They're not black. So I'm just going to tight line really fast. So this is the thing about this look. You can put any lip with this. You can put a dark lip, red, mauve, rosy, pink, peach, coral, anything. So that's kind of the nice and beautiful thing about this look, is that it goes with everything. So the color I've been using lately, just because it's, you know, available, and nudes always look good to me, it's this pencil. It's called Natural. It was from Coastal Scents from years ago, but I keep using it. So I'm going to use that as a lip liner. Kind of reminds me of Velvet Teddy. Alright, now I'm using the color London by NYX. This is their soft matte lip cream. It's very similar to the color Freckle Tone by MAC, which has since been discontinued. My mom was so sad about it. It's a pretty neutral, light nude color. Alright, this is the finished makeup. Again, it's really easy to wear almost everywhere. It's perfect for every scenario. And that's what I like about this look. I could be going to a doctor's appointment. I could be going to get groceries, and then my husband last minute says, hey, let's go to the movies, or let's go have dinner with so-and-so. I won't be mad. I'll be like all put together and feel good, and I can always change out the lip color at any point. And that's why this has been my go-to look, because it's just very versatile and easy to wear for any occasion. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm gonna be doing more videos, so let's talk about that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if this is something that you think you could implement in your daily routine. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!